Yeah, guys, we'll wait 2-3 minutes for others to join and then start. Yeah. So, good evening, everyone. Welcome again. Today's topic is cross product, or also known as vector product. So, let me tell you, today we'll be doing only the cross and vector product, and after that, we'll be continuing with next topic on the next lecture. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, yeah, in last lecture, we studied what is meant by vector product. So, for vector product, we all know that we have two types product abhi tak, like till now we have studied two types, that is dot product and cross product. We are done with dot product. Dot product was two vectors are multiplied to give a scalar output. Now what is cross product? Cross product is two vectors are multiplied to get a vector output. So let's see the definition here. So let A bar and B bar be two vectors. The cross product is denoted by A bar cross B bar, A vector cross B vector. And the basic definition of A vector cross B vector is mod A mod B into sine theta n cap. Here we have sine theta and n cap. Why n cap do we have? Because it's a vector product. Let me tell you one interesting thing. Two vectors will always be coplanar. So let's say here we have a vector and suppose here we have b vector. So if I take cross product, that is A vector cross B vector, I'll get A mod B into sine theta and n cap. Now, we all know that vector is equals to magnitude into unit vector. So as you can see, what is the magnitude of A bar cross B bar? It is this. That means magnitude of A vector cross B vector is equals to mod A mod B sine theta. So out of this, we got one result, that is magnitude of A vector into B vector. Here, n cap will not come because n cap is a unit vector, as you can see from the definition. Now, let's talk about direction of n cap. Here, it is said that A, B, and n cap form a right-handed system. If you know the right-handed system, that means a right-handed screw rule. You must have heard right-hand screw rule in your physics. What was that? ऐसा कुछ था ना, A vector से B vector and thumb will give me the direction of the n cap. So here, n cap can be in two directions. It can be perpendicular to the plane and going upwards, or it can be perpendicular to the plane and going downwards. So n cap can have two directions depending on how A vector and B vector are placed. अगर ऐसे करूंगा A से B, so it will be upwards. अगर ऐसे करूंगा B से, तो it will be downwards. Correct, guys? So that was, I wanted to say two things. That is, the direction of n vector, it can be either upwards or downwards. If it is upwards is n cap, then downwards will be minus n cap. And second thing, the magnitude of A vector cross B vector is just mod A mod B sine theta, not n cap. So I hope it is clear. Main thing, you have to do two things: the direction of n vector and the magnitude of A vector cross B vector. Let's see the next. These are some note points, you can say that. Let us read one by one. First is, if A vector and B vector are any two vectors, then A bar cross B bar is also a vector. Yeah, because it is a vector product. If A vector and B vector are not parallel, then A vector cross B vector perpendicular to both the vectors A and B. Let me explain this. This is same as we did the right-handed system. That says if A vector and B vector are not parallel, that means they are intersecting. And if I take cross product, that means A vector cross B vector will be perpendicular to the plane of A vector and B vector, which will be the same direction as that of n cap. So obviously, guys, A vector cross B vector and n cap have the same direction. That is, either it will be perpendicular to the plane and going upwards, or perpendicular to the plane and going downwards. Let's see next. Yeah, this we already said. A vector, B vector, and A cross B form a right-handed system. That means we can get the direction by using right-hand screw rule. Correct? We can get the direction by using right-hand screw rule. Let's see what is next. Next is, if A is any vector, then A vector cross A vector will be 0. Why? Because according to definition, A vector cross A vector will be mod A into mod A into sine 0. Why sine 0? Because if A vector and A vector is same, then the angle between both will be 0. And as we all know, sine 0 is 0. That means I'll get 0 vector. So here we can derive a general result that cross product of a vector with itself is 0. Cross product of a vector with itself is 0. Now, next is we already saw this. The magnitude of A vector cross B vector. That is, A vector cross B vector is same as the magnitude of B vector cross A vector, which is given by mod A vector, mod B vector into sine theta. I hope you know what does this mean. This means angle between A vector and B vector. So this is the angle between A vector and B vector. Let's see the properties now. So we have also studied properties of dot product. Correct? So here, let's see properties of cross product. So what are the properties? Here, let us define this first. let A vector and B vector be two non-zero, non-parallel vectors and Lm be two non-zero scalars. Then see A vector cross B vector will be negative times B vector cross A vector. As we already discussed this, if A vector cross B vector is upwards, perpendicular to the plane, then A vector minus B vector or B vector minus A vector cross A vector will be downwards, which can be written as minus times A vector cross B vector. Next is negative sign. We can take any negative sign anywhere else. Third is here. Constants we can multiply separately. No need to keep them with the vectors. And same is fourth. So second, third, fourth are all the same. Fourth में क्या हो गया है? L and M की value is -1. So L equals to M equals to -1 here. So if we put this here, minus minus will get cancelled. Now, fifth property. Fifth is the distributive law. Now, please understand here in vector product, the distributive law is same as matrices. I hope you have done matrices also. In matrices, yeah, 1 second. In matrices, if I got A matrix into B plus C, I will write it as AB plus AC. But if I got B plus C into A, I will write it as BA plus C. That is, wherever the direction of A or wherever the position of A is, it should remain there only. Here A was in front, here A was in back. So same is with vector product. Here A bar cross B bar is before. So here it will be before, here it is after. So here it will be after. I hope it is clear. We cannot write, that means vector product is not commutative. In scalar product, we easily wrote it. From here we can see. Scalar product was commutative, that is A vector dot B vector can be written as B vector dot A vector. But it's not true for vector product. Let's see some more. Cross product of orthonormal triad. Orthonormal means all the vectors here, I, j and k are perpendicular. Why they are perpendicular? Because I is along positive x, j is along positive y, k is along positive z. So x, y, z axes are mutually perpendicular. Therefore, I, j, k are also mutually perpendicular. And such mutually perpendicular vectors are called orthonormal vectors. And since there are three vectors here, it is called triad. So we have already discussed this. Cross product of vector with itself. Cross product of any vector with itself will always be equal to 0 or will always be equal to null vector. Next, this I cross j equals to k. You must have seen this using the right hand thumb rule, right? Right hand thumb rule, you must have used this in your physics class. In mathematics also we use the right hand thumb rule, but more simpler way to remember this, you must know this, is this cyclicity or cyclic order. Let the cyclic order be I, j and k. So here, if the cyclicity is followed, that is I to j, that is I cross j, then I'll get k. Again, if I get j cross k, then I'll get I. If I get k cross I, then I'll get j, as you can see here. But if the order is broke, or we break the order, that means instead of I cross j, I got j cross I. Ulta. And j cross I will be k, but it will be negative k, minus k. Similarly, if I got k cross j, it will be minus I. And similarly, I cross k, I cross k will be minus j. So you must have seen this many times in physics as well as in mathematics. So let's move forward. 1 second. Yeah. Yeah. Now, this is an important. Why? Because many a times we are given vectors in terms of I, j, k. We are given vectors in terms of, sorry, I, j, and k. So in such cases, when we have vectors in terms of I, j, k, and we want to take cross product. Let's say vector A is A1i plus A2j plus A3k, B is B1i, B2j, B3k. Then we can easily write A cross B as ijk. This will be the coefficients of A vector. This will be the coefficients of B vector. Correct? So first row will be ijk, second row will be coefficients of A vector, third row will be coefficients of B vector. And as we all know, to solve a determinant, we can easily get the value of A cross B. Correct? Got it? 1 second, guys. I'll drink some water. You should also drink. Yeah. Now, here, this is derived formula. Why? Because we know that mod of A vector cross B vector is mod A mod B into sine theta. So from here, I can get sine theta as mod of A vector cross B vector upon mod A into mod B. Correct? We will rarely use this formula. There is no need to remember this formula. Or mainly if you know, if I have been asked angle between two vectors, then I usually prefer dot cross product, because cross product mein calculation is like determinant. So it'll take some more time. It is not necessary to always use dot product. We can obviously use cross product, but in cross product, we have to solve a determinant which will take more time or which is more time consuming. So we avoid taking cross product. Instead, we use dot product. Let's see the next. This you already saw, right? Yeah. Now, fifth one is important. Fifth one, I think we already discussed, correct? If A and B are two non-parallel vectors, then unit vector perpendicular to both, that is ऊपर वाला क्या होगा n cap, what will be the down one will be minus n cap, and by definition we know that A vector cross B vector is mod of A vector cross B vector into n cap. So from here, I can write n cap as A vector, A vector cross B vector upon modulus of A vector cross B vector. Here we just need to put plus or minus. Why plus or minus? Because as I told you, one can be going up direction, other can be going downwards. So that's why here we use plus minus, which is very important. Now, again, sixth one is very important. That says that key, it should be modulus. Modulus of A vector cross B vector का square plus A vector dot B vector का square is equals to A square into B square. Very important. This is known as Lagrange's identity or Lagrange's vector identity. We can easily use this in many questions. We will see once we do some questions. The seventh one is the determinant form. As you can see, in determinant form, we can easily write it as like this. No need to remember it, just need remember the sixth one. Yeah. Now this is the application of cross product. For dot product, we already saw that dot product gives the projection. We can get the projection or shadow by using dot product. For cross product, the application is area. Cross products gives us area of two-dimensional figures. Mainly, the two-dimensional figures are triangle and parallelogram, or you can say quadrilateral. So let's say if I have a triangle ABC such that AB vector is A vector and AC vector is B vector, then area of triangle will be equal to half into AB vector cross AC vector, half into AB vector cross AC vector. Or you can say, since AB vector is A vector and AC vector is B vector, half into A vector cross B vector. This is not limited to only AB and AC. Actually, we can take any two sides. Here, I have taken AB and AC. I can also take AB and BC. You can see here. I can also take AC and BC. So vector area is basically given by half into AB cross AC. Vector area means it will have direction. Now, if we do not want direction, then we can simply find its magnitude by putting mod, as you can see here. If we use magnitude, the unit vector will go. And if the unit vector goes, then we'll only be left with scalar quantity. So if vector area is asked, do not use mod. If only area is asked, use mod. Many of the times vector area is never asked in JEE. It's mainly asked for your physics questions, but still we covered that part here. Got it? Let's move on to the next. The second one. As I said, the first one was area of triangle. Second one is area of parallelogram. So area of parallelogram is simply mod of A vector cross B vector, where A vector and B vector are adjacent sides of a parallelogram. Please hear carefully. Area is mod of A vector cross B vector, where A vector and B vector are adjacent sides of parallelogram. One more thing is that if in a parallelogram, instead of adjacent sides, I have been given diagonals. So the area will be half into A vector cross B vector, where A vector and B vector are diagonals, as you can see in the diagram also. That is, if we have area of parallelogram, we have two choices, whether we are given sides or whether we are given diagonals. If it is sides, then I can write simply A vector cross B vector ka magnitude. If it is diagonals, then I have to write half. Half ko bhulna mat. Half into A vector cross B vector ka magnitude. Correct, guys? So this is the application of cross product, which gives us the area of a 2D figure, which namely is basically triangle and parallelogram. Now, let's us revise some MCQs. As you all know our pattern, those of you who are new, what is the pattern here? I'll give you 1 to 2 minutes to read the question and expect answers from you. So yeah. What is the answer to this, guys? Very simple. Here, it will be better if you draw a diagram. This is a parallelogram A, B, C, and D. It is given AC vector is A vector and BD vector is B vector. So what will be the area? Come on. What will be the area? No one? Correct. The area will be half. Why half? Because here A vector and D vector are diagonals, not the sides. Let's see the next one. Yeah. What will the area now? Again, it will be better if you draw the diagram. If you draw the diagram of parallelogram A, B, C, D. AB vector is A vector, BC vector is U. So here we are given adjacent sides. And if we have adjacent sides, then area is A vector cross B vector. Let's see the next one. Now we are starting with questions. So yeah. What is the answer, guys? Come on, give me some answers. No answer? Yeah. If A vector and B vector are given in terms of I, J, and K. What does that mean? That means I can find A vector cross B vector by using determinant. J cap, K cap. Second row will be A vector, K coefficients. Third row will be B vector, K coefficient. That is 2 minus 1 and 1. It will be 1 minus 3 minus 5. So let us open the determinant. I into 5 minus of minus 3 minus j cap into minus and minus 1 plus k cap into minus 6 minus of minus 1. So I'll get this is, it will be 8 I cap plus 11 j cap minus 5 k cap. So what will be the modulus of it? Modulus of A vector cross B vector will be equals to under root of. Do you remember the formula, guys? The formula was under root of coefficients को square करके add. That means this will be 8 square plus 11 square plus 5 square. So here it will be 64 plus 121 plus 25. What is the answer? 5 0 2 2 4 1 110. So under root of 110. Oh, sorry. 210. Yeah. Under root of 210. Correct? 210 units. So let's see the next question now. Yeah. Take your time. This is a very interesting question and very good question. Believe me, we are doing this from NCERT. If you have NCERT, you can do this question from there also. Many of the questions I take are from previous year JEE and some of them for starting to solve, we take NCERT question. So here, did you do it? We just have to use the distributive law. I hope you remember what is the distributive law, guys. The distributive law is, here I can write it as, let's simplify this first. So I can write it as A vector cross B vector plus A vector cross C vector. Similarly, let's write this. This will be plus B vector cross C vector plus B vector cross A vector. And lastly, C vector cross A vector plus C vector cross B vector. So let's group these. I will group this and this, then this and this, and then this and this. Why am I grouping? You all get to know key A vector cross B vector plus B vector cross A vector plus same I'll get A vector cross C vector plus plus C vector cross A vector, and lastly B vector cross C vector plus C vector cross B vector. Now, as we all know, A vector cross B vector is equals to minus times B vector cross A vector, and so on. So that means this will be 0. This will get cancelled. This will get cancelled. This will get cancelled. So my answer is 0 vector, or you can say null vector. Let's move to the next question. Yeah, again, a good question. This is also from previous year JEE mains. So yeah, let's see this. What you can do here. Come on, guys. अच्छा, इसका मतलब क्या है? This is basically angle between A vector and B vector is given as pi by 6. And we have to find mod of A vector cross B vector ka square. Simple it is, very simple. So you can calculate orally also. Those of you who do not are using book and pen, you can calculate orally also. Very easy questions. What is it, guys? Come on, give me some response and fast calculations. Let me give you a hint. Mod of A vector cross B vector. What was it? It was mod A mod B sine theta, which is, what is mod A? 2 into 3 into sine pi by 6. 6 into sine 30 is half, that is 3. But this is the answer of mod of A vector cross B vector. We want mod of A vector cross B vector ka square. That will be 9. This is my answer. So simple. Let's move to the next. Yeah. This is also a good question. I'll give you 1 minute time to solve this. Let's see who gets the answer first. Come on, guys. Come on, did you get it? अभी तो 2 minute हुआ भी नहीं. Right, take your 2 minutes and then I'll ask. Now, did you get it? Still no? Okay. Let me do it. So here, what will be R vector cross K vector? Sorry, it is K cap. If you are getting confused about this, it's like printing error, it will be K cap. This will be equal to cross product, hai na? So what we can do, we can use determinant. So first row will be I, J, K. Second row will be X, Y, Z. Third will be 0, 0, 1 because it is only K cap. So I cap and J cap coefficients are 0. So I'll get I cap into Y minus 0 minus J cap into X minus 0. Correct? Plus K cap into 0. That means Y I cap minus X J cap. Now I have to find its modulus. Square. That means it will be y square plus x square. Under root aega, but that will be get cancelled by square. That means it will be x square plus y square. This is my answer. Correct? Not so tough, but it was a good calculative question. Let's see the next one. Yeah, it is also a nice question. Let me give you 1 minute again to think. Come on. Let me give you a hint. We studied something called Lagrange's identity. So that we will be using it here. नाम याद है? Do you know Lagrange's identity? So identity as like this. Cross product का square plus dot product का square is equals to their magnitude का square. Cross product का square to dot product का square equal magnitude. So that means A vector cross B vector का square plus A vector dot B vector का square is equals to mod A vector into mod B vector. So here I'll get therefore A vector cross B vector का square plus what is this 60 60 का square is equals to 13 square into 5 square. So that is 3600. This will remain as it is. So to 169 into 25. So what is 169 into 25, guys? 169 into 25. आता है 25 का table. It is 4225. And here we have 3600. Here it is as it is. So that means what we'll get is, we'll be getting, 1 second. So I'll get mod of A vector cross B vector ka square is equals to 4225 minus 3600. What is it? 4225 minus 3600. I think it is 625. So therefore, what is A vector cross B vector? It will be 25. Simple. Now, let me tell you, we do not write plus minus 25. Why? Because it is magnitude. And magnitude means it is length. And length can never be negative. That's why I wrote only plus 25. Correct? Excuse me. Let's see the next question. Yeah. Find area of parallelogram whose adjacent sides are. This is so very simple. So let's say A vector is equals to 2i cap minus 3j cap, and B vector is equals to 3i cap minus k cap are adjacent sides. So area will be equals to A vector cross B vector ka modulus. So let us find A vector cross B vector. It will be equal to I j k. First will be A vector. It is 2 minus 3 0. यहाँ पे 3 0 minus 1. Let us calculate this. This will be equals to I into 3 minus 0 minus 2 minus 0 plus k into 0 plus 9. That means 3i cap plus 2j cap plus 9k cap. This is A vector cross B vector. So what will be magnitude of A vector cross B vector? Will be under root of 3 square plus 2 square plus 9 square, which is under root of 9 plus 4 plus 81. So I think 13. So it is under root of 94. This is my answer. Simple. Area. Let's see the next question. It is given A vector and by two sides of triangle. Simple. So area will be half magnitude of A vector cross B vector. Now I want answers from you all. Just find A vector cross B vector from here by using determinant, which will be I, J, K. A vector means 1, 2, 3, 3, 5 minus 1. Yeah. So first calculate this and get me A vector cross B vector. Chalo. I'll give you 30 seconds, I guess. 30 seconds is enough. Chalo. Your time starts now. Come on, guys. What will be A vector cross B vector equal to? Got it? According to me, minus to minus 8. So minus 10i minus 1 minus 9 plus 10j 5 minus 6 minus k it will be, according to me. Please cross check it someone. So that means magnitude of A vector cross B vector. Oh, sorry. Minus 2 minus 15. Yeah. We minus 17. Correct. Minus 17. Let me check it. Others also. Minus and yeah. Yeah. So it will be under root of 17 square plus 10 square plus 1 square. What is 17 square? 289 plus 100 plus 1. This is basically 390. So what is area? Area will be equals to half into root 390. Can we factorize it? So I think we can factorize it, right? थ्री एटीन टू से डिवाइड किया तो क्या मिलेगा 295. No, I don't think. ठीक है, this is the answer then. Correct. Let's see the next question. This is a very important question. And a very So what it says is find a vector and perpendicular to both. Now, I have A vector and suppose B vector. Now we know that unit vector perpendicular to this plane is either n cap or minus n cap. So let's find n cap. Do you remember the formula of n cap? N cap was A vector cross B vector upon magnitude of A vector cross B vector with a plus and minus. So let us calculate A vector cross B vector. But you can also calculate with me, guys. So 2, 0, minus 1. 3, minus 1, minus. So this is the, I guess, minus I cap minus j cap minus 2 plus 3 is 1. I is 0 minus 1. K is minus 2. Minus 2 k cap. So A vector cross B vector. So what will be its magnitude, guys? Magnitude of A vector cross B vector, it will be under root of 1 plus 1 plus 4, which is under root of 6. So I got n vector. N vector means unit vector perpendicular to A vector and B vector, which is equals to plus or minus. I can take minus common from here. वैसे भी plus minus है ना. I cap plus j cap plus 2k cap upon root 6. Now, my vector, by definition, I know that vector is equals to magnitude into unit vector. So what is the magnitude given? Magnitude is given root 6. And what is the unit vector we just found? N cap. It is plus or minus I cap plus j cap plus 2k cap upon root 6. So, yeah. So here root 6 and root 6 will get cancelled. So my answer is plus or minus I cap plus j cap plus 2 times k cap. This is my answer. Simple. Correct? Let's look at one more question. Yeah. This is also an important question. Come on. Here, first we'll do taking cross product with A vector. So if I take cross product with A vector, I'll get A vector cross A vector plus B vector plus C vector is equals to A vector cross 0 vector. So right hand side of the 0 vector aayega. Here I'll get A vector cross A vector plus A vector cross B vector plus A vector cross C vector. This is 0. That means I'll get A vector cross B vector is equals to minus times A vector cross C vector, which I can write it as A vector cross B vector is equals to C vector cross A vector, equation number 1. Similarly, I'll take cross product with B vector. So I'll get B vector cross A vector plus B vector plus C vector is equals to B vector cross 0. Here तो क्या मिलने वाला है? 0 vector. Here I'll get B vector cross A vector plus B vector cross B vector plus B vector cross C vector. So this is 0. That means B vector cross C vector is equals to minus times B vector cross A vector, which I can write as B vector cross C vector is equals to A vector cross B vector. Now see equations 1 and 2. Here in equations 1 and 2, I can see A vector cross B vector, this, same. So this is as good as if A is equals to B and B is equals to C. That means A is equals to C. So therefore, याद है ना, A equal to B है और B equal to C है. That means A और C भी क्या है? Same. Therefore, from 1 and 2, I can write A vector cross B vector is equals to B vector cross C vector is equals to C vector cross A vector. Hence proved. Got it, guys? So this was the last question or important question. Once again, today we completed cross product. So our aim of today is finished. Now on the next class, we'll be doing some questions. And let me tell you again, because of the revised JEE portion, you do not have HTP scalar triple product and VTP vector triple product in the portion. So that means no need to study HTP and VTP for vectors. Correct? So no need to study HTP and VTP. So formally, we are done with vectors because cross product is the last part since we do not have HTP and VTP. But still, we'll take one more lecture to go through the questions, some important questions. So till then, bye-bye, guys. Take care. We'll meet again tomorrow at the same time. Bye-bye.